31 of the federal government shutdown, and the impacts still widespread. Just days after air traffic controllers at the Atlanta Hartsfield-Jackson Airport missed their first paycheck, Delta Airlines has called on Congress to issue immediate paychecks for controllers. We're taking a live look over the airport right now. You can see one of those planes either just landed or is about to take off there. Members of the National Air Traffic Controllers Association handed out leaflets at the airport this week urging an end to the shutdown. Delta asked Congress for an immediate resolution, saying the missed paychecks are increasing the stress for workers, many of whom are already working mandatory overtime. Earlier this week, the Atlanta airport reported significant staffing shortages, but they were not the only ones. More than 7,000 flights were delayed nationwide yesterday. And this afternoon, President Trump is calling on the Senate to scrap the filibuster so Republican lawmakers can bypass Democrats to bring an end to the shutdown. The move could change the way the Senate operates.
And we were homeless, and I couldn't imagine getting through that without the benefits that I received.
Now, this comes as millions of families could lose access to federal food assistance in less than 24 hours. The line at food banks nationwide continue to grow as federal families face another week without pay. Now, those banks now preparing for additional surge from families in need. 25 states have sued the Trump administration to force the federal government to continue paying food assistance benefits from an emergency contingency fund, with the federal judge set to soon rule on that. And back here in our area, people, of course, coming together to help their neighbors in need. June O'Neill and other volunteers are hosting a food drive to stock pantries and lift spirits. Of course, you can join them as well. They're asking you to drop off canned goods, snacks, and household items, all in the hopes of helping people missing out on their SNAP benefits.
We don't think in this greatest country in the world anybody should be hungry. And so we are putting our heads and our hearts together to feed people during this shutdown and this time where possibly food stamps won't be administered in November.
If you'd like to help out, of course, you can drop off your items at any of the locations on your screen. Grow on Riverside Drive, the Bohemian Den downtown, and Campbell's Collision Center over in Bolingbrook.